I think it's great. Just have a sense of humor. Curbing your enthusiasm. Absolutely.
We're hearing a lot of good.
Nice. Curbing your enthusiasm forever. I think our budget can afford to get us to much more time. Look, there used to only be one business. You can't pop your peas.
Okay, I'd like to call this meeting to order. Could we have a moment of silence, please? All rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
roll call speech.
Councilperson Sarsfield. Present. Councilperson Freshwater.
Here.
Councilperson Boyd.
Here.
Councilperson Popacek.
Here.
Councilperson Canafari.
Here.
Council President Demko.
Here.
Mayor Riley.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Okay, are there any public comments on any of the listed motions? All right, if Sandy McDonough, Jeff McCoy, and Darla Riger, am I saying that right, Darla?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
You got it.
Could you all step forward, please? We wanted to personally thank all three of you. Because we heard from so many people down there what you did with the
Don't make me cry.
They say you were unbelievable. Just helping everybody out, you know, going back in and just, everything that you did was amazing. And our mayor is going to give you a letter of appreciation.
Thank you. We just wanted to make sure that the policemen, you know, that they were recognized. I heard that they heard us.
Yeah.
That number two.
Yeah, they did.
They went especially saying, I mean, within 2 seconds, he had showing out, getting power on the did just a very fast job. And you know, he knocked on my door one day and thanked me, and I said, "Man, you need the thanks because you did a fantastic job." And our manager, Jeff, also was. Well, you're the pump manager, but just you
You did a lot. I heard a lot about all
You
three.
rocked that building.
Yeah, he did a wonderful job of keeping everybody together, outside, inside, knew who was in there, who wasn't, so he did a thorough.
All your neighbors appreciate everything you do too. Because I heard from so many phone calls. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Whereas, on the 11th day of November 2019, Carnegie Borough Council, I, your Mayor, Stacey Riley, and our citizens present Mr. Jeff McCoy, Ms. Sandy McDonough, and Ms. Darla Riger with this letter of recognition. Whereas, in the time of need, you look towards assisting others during the fire incident at the Hannes Wagner apartment building on the morning of Monday, September 23rd, 2019. And whereas, without hesitation, you stepped forward to lend your hands and heart to those that were in need. And whereas, you displayed an excellent example to all of us on how one person can make a difference and have a positive impact on people's lives. And now, therefore, it is resolved on this 11th day of November 2019, Carnegie Borough Council, I, your Mayor Stacy Riley, and our citizens publicly recognize all of you for your courageous acts in honor and our outstanding citizens in the Borough of Carnegie. And in witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused the official seal of the Borough of Carnegie to be affixed on this 11th day of November, 2019.
You have one to stand over by the podium, that would be fine.
Chief.
Oh, like I'm getting married or
Okay, ready?
in this world. Thank you very much.
Hey, Steve, we're gonna teach you to take a
No, they were both given accommodations.
I need to take one of those.
Your guys, like, what's the work here? That's all I remember. Yeah, okay, yeah, like he was the one who told the other one, come on, you're coming in with me, you know, like to help get her out. This is yeah, and a different outcome.
Well, they gave her the best fighting chance.
Oh, you
So,
sure how do you get it out?
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, guys. Put that on it. No, I can break it for that. You getting all these gifts. Sorry. I thought you were deaf about that. I'm following I think it's Jeff's card, right?
Demonstration.
Ready to roll. Good evening, everyone. Okay, 1A. Motion to approve the minutes from the council meeting on Monday, October 14, 2019, and Monday, November 4th, 2019.
Second.
We have a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
B, motion to authorize the president of council, borough manager, and borough solicitor to prepare and execute the documents necessary to obtain the 2019 tax anticipation loan from Washington Financial Bank in the amount of $1 million at a rate not to exceed 3.16% with no origination fee, pending credit approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second, roll call, Steve.
Councilperson Boyd,
Yes.
Councilperson Popacek,
Yes.
Councilperson Canafari,
Yes.
Councilperson Sarsfield,
Yes.
Councilperson Freshwater,
Yes.
Council President Demko.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay. C, motion to approve resolution number 2019-15, a resolution of the Borough of Carnegie, Allegheny County, Pennsylvania, recognizing and supporting participation of Carnegie in the Sustainable Pennsylvania Community Essentials Certification Program.
Second.
There's a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Motion to accept the bid provided by Trans Associates Engineering Consultants Incorporated for the green light go traffic signal modification project to Borough Technical Service in the amount of $15,151.72. That includes Mansfield Boulevard, West Main Street, and Jefferson Street. I'd also like to add to this. The Sustainable Pennsylvania Community Certification, a project of the Pennsylvania Municipal League and Sustainable Pittsburgh, is a voluntary performance recognition program to help municipalities achieve their sustainability goals, to save money, conserve resources, and encourage innovation. It is intended to bring recognition to municipalities that are applying the policy and practice of sustainability as their way of operating in order to advance community prosperity. Focused on municipal operations, policies, and practices, the certification also serves as a mechanism for sharing best practices for creating a more sustainable Pennsylvania. And how they have this, they have it in different increments, and we're on the bronze, working towards the gold. It starts with platinum, silver, bronze, or it goes associate, bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. So we're working our way to gold. That's all I have.
I'll second motion D.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call, Steve.
Councilperson Freshwater,
Yes.
Councilperson Boyd,
Yes.
Councilperson Papachek,
Yes.
Councilperson Canafari,
Yes.
Councilperson Sarsfield,
Yes.
Council President Demko.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Finance?
Motion to approve the November 2019 bill list and bill list addendum.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call, Steve.
Councilperson Canafari,
Yes.
Councilperson Sarsfield,
Yes.
Councilperson Freshwater,
Yes.
Councilperson Boyd,
Yes.
Councilperson Papachek,
Yes.
Council President Demko.
Yes.
Motion passes.
We have nothing for public works or public safety tonight. Code enforcement?
Thank you, Madam President. I have one motion tonight. Motion A, motion to approve the encroachment request of 221 2nd Avenue, 102-C-1-154 for the sidewalk right-of-way construction of an ADA accessible ramp to be located along 3rd Street, pending insurance certificate.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Opposed? Motion passes. Okay, committee reports. Administration, anything?
I don't have anything this evening, Madam President.
Okay. Finance?
The only thing of note is that after spending a little bit of time reviewing this year's current budget, and the good news is we've got enough money. We're going to be able to pay all the bills through the rest of the year, and that's not a problem. And there may even be a small surplus at the very end, which there should be. The bad news is that just like your home budget, any business budget, prices go up every year, costs go up every year, and while we have really not increased taxes to support the budget of the borough in more than the 6 years that I've been involved with council. In fact, I think the last time they actually went up were 10 or 12 years ago. We may not be able to continue that going forward. This may be one of those years where we have to make an adjustment just to keep up with the cost. Of course, we'll be doing our budget this year the same way we do it all years, keeping an eye on the bottom line, only buying those things that we need to buy. But there are some things that we need to buy this year. Having had an up-close and personal look underneath a very expensive dump truck in the Public Works garage not long ago, it's pretty clear to me that this truck has seen better days. This truck doesn't owe us anything, and it needs to be replaced. Good news is when we bought the truck, we bought a stainless steel bed, so the bed will be able to be transferred to a new truck. The bed cost an awful lot when it was purchased, but it was money well spent at the time. And this bed will serve us well on another truck frame and chassis going forward. But I'm just firing the first shot out there to let you know. It breaks my heart to say the words, but we may need to make an adjustment to taxes this year.
But we're still working.
But we're still working. Yeah, it's only November. We'll see. That's all I have this evening, Madam President.
Code enforcement,
Nothing tonight, Madam President.
public works.
Yes, I'd just like to let everybody know that on the Covey Street Step Rehabilitation Project, they have started to remove the debris in order for it to be properly done. And it's completed. And we will be beginning leaf pickup, which will go through the end of November. We're also preparing vehicles and other equipment for winter projects. And there's the Allegheny League of Municipality training, public works seminar, and 2 of our employees attended. So, for that.
Thank you. Public safety.
Thank you, Madam President. The only thing I want to make our citizens aware of is we are the only municipality, or the only state in the entire country that does not allow local police departments to use radar. Our police have to use NASCAR, which in some areas makes it tough to enforce speed, because you have to have a point where you can see the vehicle pass over the first line and then pass over the second line in order to hit both buttons. Radar would allow, why we are the only state is ridiculous, but it looks like it's going to pass legislation, but it doesn't hurt to call your state legislator and say, let's get this done. For us to continue to be that behind, I just think it's foolish. But it looks like it has the potential to do it, but I'd certainly appreciate a phone call to your legislator to push that along. That's all I have.
I have no report tonight. Steve?
Thank you, Council President. I have a few items for the month of October. Last Friday, we submitted a application to the PennDOT multimodal application, and that's for a Carnegie Borough downtown streetscape enhancement project. Basically what that is for Main Street. It would be us to repaint some of the poles that we have down there. They're already in good shape, replace the lights, add new benches, recycled cans, garbage cans, and that would be in the amount of $100,000. We also submitted 2 applications to Allegheny County for demolition of properties, as well as rehab to the Beechwood Avenue sidewalk, which is near the library. So we did not receive that in the past, but we're going to resubmit. We also had met with Active Allegheny, which will be for the grant we received to look at the Rails to Trails program in connecting Carnegie Borough, Scott Township, and Collier Township. Myself and Deneen Underwood of administration met with the Allegheny County Public Arts program, and they had reached out to Carnegie. It's one of only 5 communities. They typically only work in the city, but they're looking to their neighbors to see how they can basically add more art to their communities. And I know we've looked at those in the past, so I thought that was an opportunity that they had picked Carnegie, so that was good news. 2 more things. We will have a fall-winter newsletter, which will be updated to our website tomorrow, and that will provide all of the information over the next upcoming months. And we will also be including a public parking information guide, which will include some information on all the parking in the downtown, all of the parking lots, all of the available lease spots that are out there for both residents and commuters. And coming up in the next few weeks, we will be attending an air quality workshop on Thursday, November 14th, and also be attending a DCNR workshop, which is for park grants, which we have got for Carnegie Park, and that will be on Thursday, November 19th. And we also have an opportunity for a farmer's market grant that is open, which would help gather some funds for that. So we're going to do some information and research for that. But other than that, that's the report I have for October. Thank you, Council President.
Carnegie Volunteer Fire Department EMS report.
Thank you again, Madam President. There were 20 fire calls in the month of October, along with 104 EMS and ambulance calls.
Mayor's report.
Thank you, Madam President. The police activity for the month of October 2019, criminal arrests and citations 23, traffic stops 122, traffic citations 74, parking tickets 178, and complaints and self-initiated activity 971. Today we honor the sacrifices that many have made for our country in the name of freedom and democracy, and that is the very foundation of Veterans Day. So I just wanted to start off by saying thank you to the veterans. In our community, we have 2 churches that will be providing free meals on Thanksgiving Day, November 28th. That's Saints Peter and Paul Ukrainian Orthodox Church, and that's at 200 Mansfield Avenue. There will be a prayer service held at noon and a free Thanksgiving dinner with all the fixings that will be served from 1 to 5. You can call the parish hall to schedule deliveries as well. Also, Solid Rock Foundation Ministries will deliver a free Thanksgiving Day dinner to local residents from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. To schedule those deliveries or for more information, please call 412-278-3411. On Friday, November 29th is Plaid Friday, which is Carnegie Small Businesses' answer to Black Friday. Then on Saturday, November 30th, is Small Business Saturday. Keep your holiday shopping local and support the local small businesses in Carnegie. This isn't in November, but we won't meet again for me to tell you all this. So Monday, December 2nd, from 6:30 to 7:30, there will be the library tree lighting. And this is at the Andrew Carnegie Free Library and Music Hall. They will be kicking off their holiday season, and you can create ornaments for the tree while munching on some delicious treats. Then watch while the library lights their tree for the first time this season. For more information, you can go to carnegie.org. I'm excited to announce that on Friday, December 6th, from 6 to 8, we will have Carols and Lights. And that is going to be here at the Carnegie Borough building. So that is a switch from typically being down at the PNC parking lot. We're moving the event over here to the Borough building, and you can enjoy caroling, the lighting of the tree, hot chocolate and cookies. Santa and the kids can enjoy the movie Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer while snacking on popcorn. For more information, go to carnegieborough.com and definitely spread the word that the location has changed. On Saturday, December 7th, doors open at 10 a.m. as Carnegie celebrates the season, and Santa will come to the library from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. You can enjoy crafts, cookies, and other fun activities beginning at 10 a.m. And the very talented Jeff Keenan will return to draw free caricatures of the children. From 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., Santa comes to the library. You can get your picture taken in front of the library's fireplace, and they have a pretty cool color-coded system that helps move everyone through accordingly, so you don't have to stand in too long a line. Lastly, this Thanksgiving, I just want to share a sincere thank you to every member of council, Steve, our borough manager, Patty, Renee, and Deneen of our borough administration, Chief Kennedy and the police department, our Department of Public Works, and the Carnegie Volunteer Fire Department. Thank you all for what you do to keep Carnegie moving forward. We've had a great year, and all of your hard work is such a big part of that. I'm grateful to serve as your mayor, and I hope everyone has a blessed Thanksgiving with family and friends. That's all I have this evening, Madam President.
public comment? You guys want to come up?
I'm actually here, I'm very happy to be here to introduce our new library director, Rachel Moore. She started early in September, and I'll let her speak for herself. Good, say good things come in smaller packages.
Well, thank you so much. I'm just really excited to be able to come out, start doing community things in the community. I've had a really exciting 2 months so far. Had a successful turnout for election day, serving coffee and donuts in the library. And we've also been able to do really exciting civic things, such as collaborating with the JFCS to bring a career fair to the library. I'm really excited to be able to do more civic-minded and community-oriented things. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I didn't use my full 3 minutes or whatever it is, so I do want to say we're thrilled to have Rachel here. She's full of good and fresh ideas. And it was a rather remarkable week last week. I think on Monday night we had a social security seminar. On Tuesday it was election day. And we were very pleased with the turnout. And I think offering coffee and donuts down at the library, 6 people took out cards who hadn't had cards. It was counterintuitive for me that people who are civic-minded enough to vote hadn't had their library cards up to that point, but we'll learn more about that. Wednesday, I'm sure Jeannie will talk about it, an extraordinary career fair. Thursday, UPMC Health Plan is there for Medicare for All. I forgot to say, we began that on Friday with a fabulous 40th anniversary concert with the Blues Orphans, with people dancing in the aisles the Friday before. And then on Saturday, we had a Veterans Day ceremony in front of the library. This will be an annual event, and we hope that people come and join us. I know it's a busy time, but it's always the day of the parade, which is the Saturday before Veterans Day. Stacy, I think I want to invite you to be our MC, because next year, 2020, is the 100th anniversary of women getting the vote, and I think it would be appropriate. Okay. All right.
Thanks, man.
Next segue. Hi, good evening. I'm Jeannie Williams from JFCS, and I just want to, I'm also a Carnegie resident. I want to thank each of you for your support. There's so many thank yous, I wrote it down, so we'll get out of here at 10 o'clock tonight, start with fast. For those of you that don't know, we had a career fair last Wednesday. On Monday, here at the Borough, thanks to Steve, to Renee, Denise, we were able to utilize the facilities here, and we had Rivers Casino recruiter come in, give street smarts of how to be successful at a career fair. He pulled no punches. I was scared me, but he made it so effective for the attendees who were successful at the career fair. And so Rivers Casino was one of the employers. We had 32 employers. We had over 100 people attend the job fair, which is an amazing number. So Carnegie was on display with great corporations, agencies, resource agencies, and maybe for the first time, it was seeing Carnegie in a whole different light. And also, the career fair was held at Carnegie. And I can't tell you how many people wanted a tour. I mean, it was just an amazing event. And I have to spend one brief second for thanking Councilman Boyd. I don't know if you had a chance to read my email, but he portrayed leadership, and I really gravitate toward leaders because I don't know that many good leaders. So when I see one, I gravitate toward it. And we needed tables, and he helped us along with the fire department. Also, where are the names? Mike Clayton, president of the Carnegie Fire Department. We also had, this is in no particular order, Public Works. Thank you. We had Tyler Clayton and Rob Sunderland.
all help on a rainy day, on Tuesday, cold day, to take all these tables and set them up, carry them down the stairs where we were holding the event at Carnegie, and these two from Public Works helped, but also Councilperson Boyd was getting a sweat there, just picking up the tables, carrying them down.
Are you sure? Are you for real?
For real.
I want to file grievance.
I'm sitting down now.
God bless their Councilman Boyd.
No, honestly, and, I can look at each and every one of you. Steve has been amazing. Everyone, I'm afraid that I'm going to leave people out, but everybody, from the Post-Gazette to the Tribune Review to Carnegie Community Development, Joanne was amazing. Everybody wanted to pull together, so I think this is a great example of how JFCS, where I work, is now a name that it's branded, and it's branded because of the people who run this town and who live in this town. So I just wanted to say thank you. I hope I didn't forget a lot of people, but I just thank all of you from the bottom of my heart. And Mayor, I have to say for you, for Jack Kubistic, all in the beginning stages, you had buy-in for this whole vision, and it's growing. So I'm a career counselor. I come every other Friday right here. Make an appointment with me for those of you who are looking for employment or perhaps climbing up the ladder and trying to figure out what your next step is. So thank you for all that.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Joanne Letcher with the Carnegie Community Development Corporation. First of all, Phil, since you were not here last month, I really wanted to thank you for everything you did at the Fall Fest. Doing the hayride was fantastic. It was so much fun. Everybody had
file another grievance.
It was your job, just to let you know.
But everybody had a great time. The following week was actually a church tour, and I ran into the 3 churches that participated in the Rogie Rumble. And next year it's going to be bigger and better. They all want to be right in a row so they can trash talk each other. And they have new recipes, so it's going to be even better next year. So thank you again, Phil, and everyone else that was there helping out. And I must say, I've been doing this job 7 years, and I think the culmination of all of us working together is amazing. I feel the best about Carnegie than I have in 7 years. I just think everybody's working hard for a better community, and it really shows. And I did a summit Friday. Allegheny County, Allegheny together had a summit. Carnegie was chosen as a success story. So I gave a talk, and I had our crawls, the Rogie Rumble, the Memorial Day Parade, everything that we do in Carnegie. And they were amazed. And the rest of the talk was about events and how you must work together. So I think I summed up the whole summit by just showing them what Carnegie's all about. So it was really a nice event. I also wanted to mention getting Stuffed on Main was a really fun event. I don't know if you had a chance to eat a lot of good stuffing, but I think we raised close to $500. I'll get the final figures tomorrow. So PNC's matching that, so we raised $1,000.
Who was the winner? Do you know who the winner was?
Yes, Riley's Irish stuffing won.
No kidding.
I think the biggest crowd may have been there.
Yeah, I think so too. But yeah, it was a really fun event, and I can thank Brian Martindale from Quantum Spirits, young, energetic, funny guy who comes up with all kinds of good ideas, and I can't tell you what he has in line for the February crawl, but it's hilarious. So, thank you.
Thanks, Joanne.
Okay, Council Good and Welfare, Mike.
Thank you, Sue. Today is Veterans Day, and I always reflect on my father, who served in World War II. He was a light truck driver. He did receive some medals. He received a campaign ribbon with 3 bronze stars, a victory ribbon, and 1 service stripe. He went in the Army in February 6, 1942, and then he was discharged on August 13, 1946. And he never really talked much about his service, but I was always proud of him. And prior to that, he actually served in the CC camps. I don't know if anybody knows what the CC camps were. And then after that, he worked at J&L for the next 34 years of his life. But I started my day by having breakfast with Tom Snyder. I don't know if you're familiar with him. And he served in Vietnam. And he was a corporal over there. But what a lot of people don't know is he lost his best buddy over there. When they went through basic training together, but then when they went to Nam, they got separated. He actually found out that Mr. Scalise had gotten killed over there by his mother, but Tony Atlanta. But when Chief Hart was here, who also was in Vietnam, certainly was in during the war, I would take them both to breakfast, but it was just being Tommy Snyder today, and he got to use Chief Hartman's copper box diner. So that was a little extra treat for him. And I thought about my friend Pat Ireland, who served in the Navy, passed away, and just Emmett, who served in the military. And I'm just so thankful to our veterans. And I said from day one when I took this post, I'm only here because of them. You know, whether you serve in peacetime or in wartime, you're a critical part of our country. And there's one guy that I don't know if anybody ever heard of Desmond Doss. And he was a young man who had Christian values but wanted to serve his country. So he went into the military under the agreement that he would never carry a gun. So during basic training, they told him, you got to qualify, and he says, no, not doing it. They locked him up in the brig and they tried to get him out the whole 9 yards, and he made it through basic training. And then over in Okinawa, he was a medic. He rescued 75 lives he rescued without ever picking up a gun. What just an amazing story. And yet, here in everyday life, we have people taking people's lives with guns. So, you know, look back and our veterans, whether at the time of service or after service, I look at John McCain, you know, after his service, being a prisoner of war, and a lot of people don't realize, he could have been released, but he said he was staying with his men. You know, he could have very well been set free long before he was, but he stayed with his men. And he showed leadership there, he showed leadership in our Senate. So, again, I applaud every one of our veterans, and believe me, you know, I wish I could do more. In fact, I am joining the Elks Club so that I can do more for our veterans. But thank you, God bless all of you.
Yeah, thanks for mentioning my name, Mike. I had the honor of serving my country in the Navy during the Vietnam War. And just like we're talking about, this is Veterans Day. This is only 2 days a year that we get to acknowledge veterans, the other one being Memorial Day, obviously. But this is a day to remember and honor those who fought, and especially those who died in the service of our country. To remember those who made the ultimate sacrifice so that we may enjoy the freedom and prosperity that we have today. It's because of the veterans. It's not because of any politicians in Washington. Every year at this time, we will read articles about Veterans Day, mostly by people who never served in the armed forces, and who try to tell us what this day means, as if they would know. Well, unless you served in the military, away from your family, your friends, and your loved ones, you have no clue what it's like, especially in wartime. And our veterans, especially the World War II veterans, they're passing away. There's still some left, but they're going at an amazing, fast rate. So now it's up to us to see that this time of remembrance is passed on to the next generation, so that those who serve our country are not forgotten. So, to my fellow veterans, God bless you, and I salute you.
Hey, could you tell them real quick the story about the Navy? My husband was in the Navy also. He's retired Navy, actually. About the flag, the picture?
Oh, no, I didn't. Well, it turns out since...
This was what, 30 years later, right?
Oh, man.
You figured it out.
This was really incredible. When I was in boot camp at Great Lakes, Illinois, it's right between Chicago and Milwaukee, they had a